You know, I wish I could make a happier video than this, but I just have to go on the record right now and say I was a huge fan of Charlie Kirk's. Um, I really liked the way he debated. He was very good with speaking and making sense, dishing out logic to leftists who didn't challenge anything that the professors were saying to them. He would go to college campuses and just spread the truth. He was not in any way a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe, none of that. He was a very nice Christian man, as am I. And as a fellow Christian, I really feel bad, so bad for his family and his friends. Like I said, I wish this could be a happier video, but I do have to address this, get this out of the way, because it is horrible, the shit that I've seen people post since this horrific tragedy occurred, and it's downright disgusting. And you know, I'm someone who kind of likes dark humor a little bit, but this is too dark. What they're saying, you know, I can handle, like, you know, oh, Biden looks like he's dead, you know, that sort of thing, but when someone's actually dead and you're celebrating that makes you a special kind of evil, and there's a special place in hell for you, for that sort of thing. Now, I didn't make this video sooner because I was very mad about this when I found out, as were a lot of people. So, I decided I'm not going to just jump online, throw up a video, and just, you know, chastise the left like I really want to do. Instead, I waited a day, 2 days, and now I see that people that have been saying those horrible things online are getting fired from their jobs. And I just gotta say, that is perfect karma. These people deserve it, you know? Especially the people just, you know, straight up just celebrating it, you know? And then I know there's people out there going, oh, why stop with him? Let's keep going. No. It shouldn't have even come to this. But you know, I've been watching a lot of stuff on it since it happened. And something has awakened. Not just in the US, around the world. There was about 1 million people in London that marched the streets chanting Charlie's name, holding pictures up of him, honoring his life. People are pissed. I'm pissed. But you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to retaliate with violence. That's what they would do. No. Instead, we're going to find out who's accountable, who's responsible for saying horrible things online. And these people just do videos of themselves just like this, like saying horrible, horrible things about Charlie Kirk and his family, and how he deserved it when he didn't. Nobody deserves this. Nobody. You know, I don't care how evil you are, or you think someone is even. This is never the answer. Never. And you know, this kind of piggybacks off of what I was, my other video about why is the left so violent. And it is this rhetoric that they keep pushing in the news. All the legacy media, that's all they do is just trash talk Republicans. They trash talk Trump, trash talk everybody that's associated with Trump or even likes Trump. And it's despicable. It's horrible. Honestly, these people should be so ashamed of themselves. But they're not, you know. But the good news is, we won't stoop to their level. We won't. We're going to make it better. we're going to take this situation and make sure it doesn't get any worse than it already has. It's very uncalled for. These people celebrating his death. Charlie Kirk was a man of God. He was a family man, a married man with 2 small children, a son and a daughter, who will never get to see their father again. He won't get to see them go to school, graduate, go to prom, get married, have a wedding, all this stuff. Grandkids. No, he'd miss all of it. He's gonna miss all of it. Just because some fucking asshole decided, hey, I think I'm gonna kill this guy for no reason. Wow. And then there's people out there commending this asshole, saying, oh, good job. No. See, we lost 2 lives that day. We lost Charlie Kirk, the obvious one. But this kid also threw his fucking life away, 22 years old. He's never getting out of prison. He will most likely end up on death row, and he will be shot by firing squad in Utah. That's a very grim fate, and it's unfortunate that it came to this. However, he made his decision, and we all have to try to move on from it together. Hearing Charlie Kirk's wife Erica speak, it really touched my heart. It touched me deep down in my soul, and she said that we're going to make Turning Point USA even stronger than ever, and I think that's already happening. So I'm very, very happy with that. I hate that it took this for Turning Point USA to get this kind of attention, but I mean, like it or not, he's a martyr now, and all we can do is remember him. I've watched so many good debates between him and leftist college students, and he was always polite and kind to people. They weren't always to him, but he was to them. He still showed them respect, and whatever religion or whether Democrat or Republican, it didn't matter to Charlie. He wanted us all to have conversations, and now the left is apparently done talking. And as Charlie said, once you stop talking, then the violence starts. And that's exactly what's happening. And, I know me and a lot of other Republicans are very pissed off about this. But we can't just go retaliating, because that's what they kind of want us to do. So they can point their finger and go, oh, well, someone on our side did this, but look at the way you acted, But we can't give them that. We cannot give them that. They try to demonize us at every turn, when they're the real demons. Anybody that could condone, the killing of a public speaker of any kind, is just evil. Just inherently evil. Charlie he was a Christian, and so am I. I believe in heaven and hell. I believe in good and evil. And what I saw, those responses, those were pure evil. And I don't know how these people sleep at night with their evil thoughts and evil words that they put out there. And it's true, a lot of them hide behind their fucking monitor and their keyboard. But if they came face to face with one of us Republicans, they came face to face with one of us, they would not be saying any of that shit. They'd be real quiet, real quick, because we would humble them immediately. So, And that's all these people got, you know? I mean, I've heard it once, and I'm going to say it here. The left can't form a debate, so they turn to violence instead. It's something that stupid people do when they feel as though they're backed into a corner intellectually, and they lash out. They go with violence. And that's the problem, really. That's what we need to stop, you know? So, I guess that's enough yapping about it. I'll leave it at that, alright? See ya.